I have some information as to the show Sean McVay has been binge watching when not preparing for the draft. I'm not watching it. I've heard nothing. I've heard all these sorts of things about it. It is a Netflix show.
Okay, Netflix. Okay.
It is not the Tiger King.
Not the Tiger
which
King.
Susie and I are on episode 5.
Okay, so you are into it.
We're into it.
You are in.
I would take considerable time here to discuss it.
Can we please?
I'm concerned about being sued. This is the most litigious group of people I've ever seen. I mean, everybody is suing each other and vindictively suing each other. Not just suing each other, but vindictively suing each other.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay,
I'll sue you too.
Like parents' houses have been attacked by legal staffs. I mean,
is it Better Call Saul situation?
Dude, I'm seeing all this stuff, and Susie and I are looking at each other like, what?
Let me just ask you the one question that everyone has, and I want your take.
I don't want to answer
No, I want your take.
I want
your take. Did Carol kill her husband?
No, Don keeps saying spoiler alert. Like, I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't seen any of this stuff. Don is on episode 3 right now. And Del Tufo, so I don't want to answer this question yet. Del Tufo, this is amazing. When something goes viral and everybody talks about it and everybody watches it, that's when you personally put it on ice for 3 years?
I'm done.
You put it on a 3-year, I'm not watching rule.
Back off. I don't follow the people. I'm not the sheep.
I'm not a sheep. I mean...
Well, yeah, you are. If you follow what other people are doing, you're a sheep.
Excuse me. I sit in front of this microphone, and more I'm going to be talking about pop culture than I think about a live sporting event. I'd love to talk more live sporting events than not, but so I wanted to see what people are talking about here. That Jeffrey Ross, who was our last guest in the week last Friday, did an April Fool's joke where a guy had called in as Joe Exotic, and he made it seem like he was legitimately interviewing Joe Exotic from jail, spoiler alert, that only lasts about 10 seconds in the beginning of Tiger King. Right. But I mean,
David Spade's been talking to all these people.
I know, so I want to see what's up.
Yeah.
But I cannot answer this question without advice of counsel. And I think my advice of counsel is saying stay away from these highly litigious cat owners.
All right, let me ask you this.
By the way, great
highly litigious cat owners.
And Carol Baskin would be the... Avatar.
Gosh. Carol,
unless she's going to sue me for copyright infringement. I'm serious. These people have legions of lawyers.
Okay, hold on. If you were put in a situation where your arm was bitten off by a tiger, would you be back hosting the show in less than 7 days?
You're referring to one of the members of Joe's zoo staff?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't be.
If given the decision between a 2-year rehab process or immediate amputation, which would you choose?
Oh, my God. This is, again, wild. You're asking me legitimate questions for people who have not
all this
seen
stuff really happened.
Right. At any rate, I'm not going to answer yet. I need to speak to my lawyer. Plus, I want to finish the rest of this thing and discuss it. And the beautiful thing is the reason why Mike Del Tufo can, in fact, go through a 3-year moratorium on watching something that most of the rest of the country is watching and discussing and be able to get away with it and also watch it 3 years from now as if it is new. The reason why he's able to do that is twofold. And then we'll get to the news. Twofold. One, you legitimately did not hear half of the conversation we just had because you were focused on something else.
That's exactly what I can do. Exactly.
And that something else had something to do with a computer screen that may have had to do with social media, or you're sending an email, or you're doing something. Like, you cannot multitask. You cannot listen and do something else at the same time, which is potentially a very dangerous quality in an audio executive. Okay?
I can black out.
So you can black out.
It's like when I'm mixing audio.
Again, what we just discussed, Brockman and I, does not destroy your ability to put a moratorium on Tiger King for 3 years because you just didn't hear what we had to say, even though it's your job to listen to what we're saying and mix it properly.
But it's selective. Okay. I have very good selective hearing.
Wow.
You get good at mixing shows, live shows, you get like that.
That's one. And two,
you have to be able to put out
Mike's ability to talk so much that he can make it sound like he's watched it, or you can be in on these conversations and make it seem like you're expert at it when you haven't seen it at all.
I'm
That's
reading
another
it. I'm
amazing
getting
quality.
bombarded by morons all over social media talking about this damn
Careful.
Tiger King.
Careful.
I was gonna. Yeah, I won't. But I mean, it's driving me crazy.
So just watch it. It's
No, I won't.
awesome.
No, I'm not the sheep.
By the way, we should do a show about a guy
doesn't make you a sheep.
who doesn't watch
Yes, it does.
shows. We should do a show
you're
about a
giving
guy.
into pop culture. That's exactly what you're doing.
We should do a show about a guy who doesn't watch things for 3 years when the rest of the country isn't. We'll call it the Sheep King, and we'll do a whole documentary on
yeah.
how you can black out and also sound expert at stuff you are not expert in. We just spitballed. We just came up with the next huge hit.